Hi, and welcome to Broken World Entertainment. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the train wreck that is Amber Heard. YouTube doesn't particularly like you using her name, so from here on in, we're just going to refer to her as AH. And of course, we all know who JD is. But this woman, she's a little bit nuts, to say the least. She's just done an interview, which, for whatever reason, she thought that was a good idea. Because, doing that has gone so well for Jesse Smollett, Alec Baldwin, to name but a few, R. Kelly. So we're going to have a look at some of the things she has said, because it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. So in the interview, she gets read to by the host, whose name is Savannah, on the Today Show. So she reads to AH, "I'm looking at a transcript that says, you start physical fights, and you say, I did start a physical fight. I can't promise I won't get physical again. This is in black and white," Savannah says to her. "I understand context, but you're testifying and you're telling me today I never start a physical fight, and here you are on tape saying you did." And her response is just crazy to this. Her response is, "As I testified on the stand about this, is that when your life is at risk." Like, when was our life at risk? Okay. She goes on, "At risk, not only will you take the blame for things that you shouldn't take blame for." What? Like, you're saying, yeah, I started a fight, but in your head you're saying, I didn't? You're saying, I got physical on the tape, but in reality you're saying, I didn't? What? And she goes on to say, "But when you're in an abusive relationship, psychologically, emotionally, and physically, you don't have the resources that say you or I do." What? Like, even that? She's saying she doesn't have the resources, but she's saying she did in some ways. Okay. With the luxury of saying, hey, this is black and white, because it's anything but when you're living it. She's literally responding to the fact that she's on tape saying it, and the transcript is there in black and white, which is why she brings up, like, hey, this is in black and white, we don't have the luxury to say that. But you kind of do. So Savannah goes on to say, "You're taunting him and saying, oh, tell the world, Johnny Depp, I, a man, am a victim of DV." We have to say DV. I think we all know what that is. That's on 20-second clips or transcripts of them are not representative of even the 2 hours or the 3 hours of those clips. And that's Amber's response. She seems to be forgetting as well that half of these recordings and clips were hers. It's like, what kind of nutball is this? Oh my good God. Where's this best part? Oh, Savannah touched on a moment when JD's lawyer, in their closing statements, referred to Amber's testimony as the performance of a lifetime. This one is gold. This is Amber's response to this. Wait till you hear this. This just shows you how backcrop crazy this woman is. It says the lawyer for the man who convinced the world he had scissors for fingers. What? What? What kind of answer is that? That just makes no sense. And not only does it not make sense, she tries to say, oh, they said it was the performance of a lifetime. But they're also saying, I'm a terrible actress. I can't be both. Yeah, you can. It's your performance of a lifetime. We're not the ones sitting there going, wow, that woman is terrible. But my God, can she act when it's a performance of a lifetime? No. We're going, well, she is giving the performance of a lifetime and it's terrible because you can't act. Plain and simple. But then we get to the funny part with these interviews, and it's her feelings towards JD. And this gets even weirder because she's asked, do you still have feelings for him? And her answer is, of course I do. Of course I still love him. I did everything and wanted to do everything to make that relationship work. And you're sitting there going, hang on, like, you wrote the op-ed, which you did write about him. You were cracked on the stand by Camille, JD's lawyer, who just annihilated her. She cracked you more than once on that stand where you ended up admitting 100% that that article was about JD. That you're saying, I still love him, I never wanted to cause him hurt. All this crap, basically. And it's like, why did you write it then? And you're saying you really wanted to make that relationship. She still loves very much, apparently. Wanted desperately to make the relationship work, not end. This is a relationship that apparently, in her words, the man would hit her so hard, so often, that she would have concussions. He'd be bouncing her off the walls, ripping her hair out, hit her so hard he busted her lip and broke her nose, gave her black eyes, threw her on tables, threw bottles at her, threw a phone at her face. And then, of course, the whole Australia incident where, out of nowhere on the stand, she decided, hey, he done something a bit weird with a bottle. These people aren't the people you then try and turn around and say, oh, I still love you so much. I really want to make this relationship work. Oh, she's just insane. So, she and her team are saying she's broke. Okay. Here's the problem with this. So, when it comes to the charities, 7 million she got in the divorce, 7 million she pledged to 2 separate charities. She hasn't paid a penny. Yes, we heard on the stand that 2 payments or 3 payments went through, but not from that settlement and not from her pocket. JD paid the first amount, which her and her team put a stop to, and Elon Musk paid the other 2. Still didn't come out of her account. Because she says, well, I can't afford to pay. Even though on the stand she thinks the word pledge means I paid. But now she's saying she's broke and can't pay the 10 million that she has to pay JD. So she's broke, couldn't pay the charities, can't pay JD, yet she's appealing. Yeah, that's not free. You have to pay your legal team again. She's broke. She can't pay. She flew to this interview on a private jet. But she's broke. Can't pay. The 6 weeks in Virginia for that trial, she stayed in an 8-bedroom mansion at a cost of $22,500 a week. A week. She's broke. She can't pay. This woman is a train wreck. Oh, and doing this interview, lawyers have now come out and said, yeah, you've just opened yourself up to being able to be sued again for defamation. Because she's saying she's sticking by her testimony. She just will take it to her grave, basically. Okay. At the end of the day, I think we can all agree one thing. That bitch be crazy. Alright, I'll leave it there for this one. So, I thank you for listening. If you liked what you heard, please like, share, consider hitting the subscribe button. That would mean a hell of a lot to me. Hit the little bell so you don't miss any videos. And, yeah, thanks. I'll see you in the